Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's another episode of Bear Pod brought to you by Bear TV. It is your host, Black Falcon, Blackest Avenger, Antonio Mann, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Thing One.
And what's your real name?
Oh, Bree, guys. Bree.
And I'm here with Mr. Shiesty.
Yes, sir. It's D Shiesty. And you can also call me DeRon. You know me.
So, unless you cannot pick up on context clues, if you look at our costumes, you look at the Halloween candy, I'm sure you can realize that this is our special Halloween episode of Bear Pod. So, a few things to talk about. We got a few church announcements. We have Bree going to tell us to them.
All right, y'all. So we have coming up a Fall Fest on November 1st. That's where a couple organizations are going to come out with games in their own tables. Morgan Madness is happening on November 3rd at 7 p.m. And, of course, the Morgan versus Howard football game is November 19th, 12 noon. Be there or be square.
Be square because you're not around. So let's get into Spill the Honey.
Let's spill it.
So let's talk about student loans. So there was a pause on the student loan debt forgiveness program. Do y'all want to talk about? Did y'all even get to do the student loan forgiveness program?
Yeah, I definitely did. I did the whole application because it was like, bro, I get a freedom from some of these loans that I'm building up, you know. Mm-hmm. And then the process was a whole lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like hard. It wasn't difficult. It was quick. And then when the pause came out, it was just like, y'all messing with me. Mm-hmm. So it's
a little disheartening. What about you?
Well, thankfully, I didn't have to apply for any loans throughout my college experience. I've been on scholarship and I've gotten Pell Grants. So that's a blessing. But for those who did have to go through that, unfortunately, that's rough. Like, hearing it is going to be forgiven and then boom.
But hope is not all lost because it's just a pause. So there is a chance that it will, proceed and we will get our student loan debt forgave. Now, me personally, I don't have but maybe like $4,000. It's not a lot. And well, it's still a lot to me. But when I look at other people, how much money they have in debt, it makes me be good for only having $4,000.
Yeah.
So the federal appeals court has temporarily postponed Biden's federal student loans forgiveness plan after multiple Republicans have concern over money. This is a pause. The bill can potentially be struck down, but it's not a definite thing.
All right. Well, that seems a little more hopeful.
I mean, it's hopeful.
Hope it works out.
But you remember Friday? You playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
Yes. So let's talk about something a little more domestic. If you walk around campus, you know that there's a little bit of a different smell in the air. It's a little bit of a different vibe when you walk through the campus. It's not giving that as much as home feel anymore. Mm-hmm. So President Wilson he sent the email out about the excessive smoking of marijuana on this the illustrious Morgan State University's campus. How do y'all feel about it?
Well, I've been here for a couple years, y'all. As far as, the scents that we smell here and there, it can definitely be distracting.
Yes.
I've been in classrooms where I've even had teachers sometimes stop instruction when somebody walks in and it's smelling a little bit louder than it should.
About you?
Yeah, I've been here since 2019, and when we got here, you wasn't smelling it like that everywhere you went. It's like now you can walk in the garage, you can walk in the class, you can walk around the campus, and you just see people just smoking, and it's like, dang, bro, like, you want to step off somewhere?
We had Raven, one of the Bear TV members, who was able to talk to some of the students around campus to see how they feel about the excessive smoking on campus, and here's that clip.
I think it's a little bit disrespectful just to the history of the campus and the people who are visiting and are trying to see if they want to come here. And I also think it's a little sad that people are smoking at crazy times during the day, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just think it's crazy that this kind of stuff is happening. And I feel like my freshman year, that stuff didn't really happen. So I'm really curious to know what's changed and what's made this kind of I don't know how to say it, but like what's made this a thing now on campus.
Thank you so much, Sybil.
Shout out Raven, friend of the show, partner of the show,
Member of the show.
That's me of the show.
SME of the show.
Yeah.
So, y'all want to piggyback off what the student said?
So what's changed? Like I said, I've been here for a couple years. I haven't always, been on campus outside of going to class. So my experience with either having other class members or just students on campus partaking in that has really just been in a classroom setting. But I will say outside of that, walking around, like, there's a time and a place, and of course we're on a campus. So, one, be mindful of the space that you're in and other people. And it also comes down to a respect thing in my eyes as well. If you wouldn't do it in front of, your parents, why would you do it in front of, people who are in of higher stance than you, or, but yeah, it's really just been more of a outside type thing. Like, you could go near a building and still smell the smells that you probably shouldn't be smelling just being on campus in general. It's a learning environment.
Yes. And we had a bunch of people. We had a bunch of high school students here trying to just check out the campus, and I can only imagine them just saying that probably tainted their eyes, tainted their viewing of this illustrious school, made them look at us a little differently. But we shouldn't be looked like that. You gotta respect your campus. You gotta respect other people, your peers, the adults walking around. It's an open campus, and they'll see that, and we just get a certain title that we shouldn't have when that happens. So, just to read a little bit over the email that the President Wilson talked about, he sent out. He said, "Morganites, this is not who we are. Further, we will not tolerate this kind of behavior on campus. Let me be clear. We are a smoke-free campus, and smoking in any kind is prohibited."
I think that speaks for itself.
Like,
not too much more needs to be said.
That's pretty much
very, very, very straight to the point.
He came in heavy with the email, so it was just like, he was serious.
I just imagine him just typing up, just like very angry, just like, no, we do not.
I feel like he
it's
sent
understandable, because this is, it represents more than just you as a person, and it's not just about you. It's about
and that's a beautiful
our
campus
family,
too. So
Morgan family.
Yeah. So, can you please let the people know where they can follow you? Let the people know where they can hear your beautiful voice.
Got you. You can follow me at MoneyD 2 on Instagram and everything else.
What's everything else?
Twitter. That's not the same for TikTok. Don't worry about that. And that's pretty much it.
Got it. So, we will be back in a few minutes to talk about Halloween. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this Halloween episode. But first, let's introduce our guest, one of the lady bowlers.
Bowlers.
The lady bowlers?
The lady, I'm sorry.
The lady bears.
The lady bears on the bowling team.
The lady bear bowl. You just say it.
The lady bears on the bowling team. I am one of the oldest ones on this team, and we just had a tournament, and we had third place out of 10th, and my name is Ashanti Fernandes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go. So, before we get into it, let's talk about some Halloween fun facts. Did you know Halloween started 2,000 years ago as a Celtic festival to dress up in costumes to scare the ghost away? That they believed they came back from the dead to cause havoc and destroy crops. Can't talk, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's scaring me with the sounds. So, what role did Halloween play in y'all lives?
Well, y'all, I had a very active Halloween upbringing or experience with Halloween in my upbringing. I was dressed up every year. Went trick-or-treating up until I got a little bit too old. I mean, what's too old?
You think you can be too old
What's
to trick?
too old?
Oh, too old to trick or
Never
treat.
too old, isn't it? You're never too old to trick or
Oh,
treat.
but you can get away with it if you're
Yes.
like, you know.
Tiny.
No, that's not what I was
I
gonna
mean, I feel
say.
like you can get away with it if you were kids.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it got to a point where I would try to look for a kid, you know, in the family, not a random kid, of course, to go trick or treating with because I wanted to keep going. And even when I didn't go trick or treating, like I'm talking about last year, maybe the year before, I would still dress up every year. So I love everything about it.
What about you?
I would have to say Halloween for me was very active as well. It would have like my cousins, my childhood friends come over to my house. My house was the party house, so anytime when Halloween was going on, we'll dress up all together, and then we'll leave and go around the neighborhood just to go trick or treating. And then after a while, I got lazy and I didn't want to go trick or treating myself, so I would go and get candy. Ride my bike to Walmart real quick, get some candy, and give it to the kids. And then I dressed up as the nun to scare them once Halloween. So that was a fun experience.
She said, I'm going to give y'all candy, but I'm going to scare you in the process. Boo.
I scared like 3 kids.
You have the audio engineer dying laughing, telling him.
Hey, man, Halloween is the best.
Julien is calling you a horrible person.
I mean,
that's a part of Halloween.
Yeah.
If you ain't scared, are you really doing it right?
That's
not
what
call her that.
bro.
So, personally, I was never able to trick or treat. I have never tricked or treated my entire life.
What?
You
Yeah.
need to with the experience.
And then I got kind of tall and kind of too old. So it was just like, I'm going to look kind of wild just walking up to people's houses. They're going to say, well, you look too old to be doing it. This kind of seems embarrassing. It's just not me. But I make up for that with dressing up every once in a while. I'm dressed up more as an older adult than I was ever as a child. You see, I got this whole shebang bang
You
on
look
with a
great,
costume.
though.
It's not.
And since you got it on, if you want me to take you trick or treating, we can just say you had a early growth spurt and you're like my little brother or something. You
Just
feel
say
me?
you like 16.
16 is crazy.
But show the people your
I can.
your get up. I got you.
Yeah. Show the outfit, bro.
You want me to hold it or you want to say something to the people? Yeah, get into it. Full body.
You look nice.
From head to toe. Do y'all know what he is? Oh, he already said it, but
It is your blackest Avenger. It is the blackest Avenger.
some of our members dressed up today. Our production crew is dressed up too. Our videographer is my thing 2 to my thing 1. And our audio person, Julien Johnson, is a Kotsky. You know the one that
You
go like
killed
this?
your whole clan, bro.
Yeah, down the hallway.
You don't know.
That's the one, right? All right, that's the. And I think that's it. Oh no, D Money. He had his little on with the mask.
You saw him earlier.
He said, I hope so.
He was
I
in an
hope so.
earlier segment. He was somebody shiesty.
D Shiesty, he said it.
Oh, D
D
shiesty.
Shiesty, what?
There's Pooh Shiesty in the back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Pooh, but
Oh yeah, and we do have another Pooh Shiesty in the back.
oh yeah. One of our SMEs, Brianna, she dressed up as Pooh Shiesty, and then I ain't gonna forget about the costume because it was effort put into thought and whatnot. There's another person, Kayla, with the Medea costume.
Cole.
And Cole.
Cole
We
had
can't forget about Cole.
He had the whole setup, bro.
We gotta bring him in, guys.
Honestly, even if he's not,
We'll bring him
the,
in at the end.
Even if
but
he's not in the podcast, he's in the podcast.
he brought
we
props
have to
and
bring
all.
him in.
We'll bring him in later.
I'm not even gonna spoil it. It is amazing.
He had the whole track studio with him.
Yeah, it is amazing. So I know you did choir, so I have to know, like, was there any religious ties to Halloween for you? Like, did it stop you from wanting to do it?
Because I do choir? No.
I assume since you did choir, you probably went to church.
Actually, I haven't gone to church a lot of my life.
I relate to that fully. My family is not religious at all.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to it, but I also don't sing choir, so.
Okay. No, church wasn't really heavily in my Halloween experience because I had friends growing up who would go to
You
church.
had friends?
You know that's not what I meant.
You said y'all ain't have
Anyways.
friends.
I had friends growing up who would have to like go to church on
Uh-huh.
Halloween and stuff, and like one of my best friends, she would go to church on Halloween, And I would kind of feel some kind of way because I wanted to go out and trick or treat, like do what I normally did. But she invited me, and
You
I
went.
had to politely decline. No,
Uh,
I was stuck on wanting to, experience Halloween the way I saw fit. And I was outside.
you was outside.
I was outside.
Outside.
With the ghouls and goblins. Goblins and ghouls.
Have you ever went to a haunted house?
Oh, bro, I have a traumatic experience with that.
Talk to us.
I used to live in Florida,
Mhm.
and
With the jits?
Yeah, with the jits. And I used to live with my grandma, and my uncle came over for Halloween. He was like, there's a haunted house nearby, so let's go. Mind you, I was like 5 years old. I didn't have no say in going into this haunted house, so I was completely traumatized because I thought it's going to be some kid stuff, a little scary here and there, but no, I was literally traumatized as we walked through the haunted house, and now I have a great fear of haunted houses.
Haunted houses?
In general, yeah, just haunted houses.
Was it anything in particular that scared you, or was it just the whole vibe?
Just the whole vibe, just being in a tight enclosed space with
feel
people
that.
jumping out of you. Like, if I ever went to a haunted house like this age, I would probably punch somebody in the face. It would be for real.
Have you ever been to a haunted house?
I've been too many times.
Oh,
I've been so much. I've been to Field of Screams a lot. Like, the attractions don't really change. So, after my third time going, I'm ready to step it up this year. I want to go to a haunted asylum.
Oh, you want
So,
to? Oh, okay.
I might dabble in that too. I really would love to do a haunted
But
asylum.
I'm
Asylum?
confused.
A house,
Yeah,
a house
the
is where you draw the line?
Yeah, like, what's the
Because it's too
difference?
small, but asylum is huge.
So it's not the scaring that steers you away. It's
Mm-mm.
just the enclosed space.
Yes.
All right, I feel you.
So, again, kind of lame. Never been to a haunted house.
We gotta get you out.
But
Yes.
I went to Six Flags, and they had I don't know what it's called, but during
Fright Fest.
Fright Fest,
Mhm.
and they had people running around chasing kids with chainsaws.
Yeah,
That's fun.
And I'm such a party pooper. I looked at him with a straight face, and I was like, "Yo, where's the bathroom?"
You're that person. You're that person.
Sometimes you gotta do it because it's comedic relief.
And he was still like 99999.
You gotta stay in character.
He was like 999, and then I said, "Yo, like, but for real though, like, where's the bathroom?" He was like, oh, "It's over there."
Oh, he broke it. I wouldn't have broke it. See, if I was dressed up, I'd have been like, "You wanna know?"
All right,
bathroom
but
is?" Okay.
yeah. Can you please let the people know where they can follow you?
You can follow me on Gemini Ash. It's Gemini with a 3, a dot Ash, and that's on Instagram. I'm not gonna give you any other socials because I be wilding. So,
All right.
Wild girl.
so
Ash.
that's the place you can find me. Also, look out for the bowling team. We have another tournament. We have 2 more tournaments after this. Stay tuned. You can watch it on live on Facebook. And yeah, root for us. We be winning out here.
Go, Lady Bears.
Woo.
We will be returning. So we have another guest, another Bear Pod member, another Bear Pod associate, all that good jazz. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Kayla, multi-platform production major, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today.
Hey, Kayla girl. Hey.
So even though you didn't dress up, how do you feel about Halloween?
It definitely feels different from like the other Halloweens. I'm not as excited, but yeah, I don't really feel no way for it. I don't know.
It's not like a big.
Yeah, it's not really like a big thing for me now. I'm sorry. It was though in the past years.
You want some candy to put you in the spirit?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, that's who eats
Don't you
Butterfinger.
dare
No,
put a
no.
finger
Oh.
on Butterfinger.
So my first time going to a real pumpkin patch, I did that this year. Usually at my elementary school, Gilmore Elementary School, is not even a real Gilmore Elementary School. It's not even, they shut the elementary school down. But every year from kindergarten to 5th grade, we went to the pumpkin patch. It was like in some alleyway with a little bit of grass. They had it set up. It was real. Going to a real pumpkin patch made me really appreciate that they would even go out their way to give us something instead of us just not going to a real one. Because I realized a pumpkin patch is like on like a farm. Like there are tractors and bunch of grass. I wasn't used to that. It was cool going. I kind of felt upset a little bit that I didn't have that experience as a child, but it was like cool still experiencing that. And all that to say, have either of y'all ever been to a pumpkin patch?
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, from like kindergarten to like 6th grade, went every year, and I would always like fight with my friends to try and get like the brightest pumpkin, and I'll end up getting the one with like green spots on it.
I don't know the last time. Now that you say that, because I forgot, they used to just have the pumpkin out for you to just grab, and you just had to pick out which one you wanted. That was one thing that was different from that pumpkin patch, because you only could buy pumpkins. Like, you couldn't just grab one. That's the only thing I didn't like. But, yeah, did you ever go to a pumpkin patch?
Yeah, I used to go all the time. The earliest memories I have are kindergarten through, like, I guess most of my elementary school years. And I always had to buy a pumpkin, if I can recall correctly. Maybe when I was little. Or maybe I just didn't pay any mind because I was so little and I wasn't the one buying it. So, but I'm real picky. I always had to have a pumpkin.
You had to have the best pumpkin.
Nothing on it. It was the perfect weight, size, not too tall, not too small, you know?
Now that you say that, I remember I went to one of those pumpkin patches one of those years like 3 times. And because they used to take every grade one by one, and me and my brother and my sister went to the same elementary school. So I would go with my class, then I would go with my little brother class, and then I would go to my little sister class. And it got to the point that the guy just did not want to keep giving me candy because he kept noticing my face. Like, he was like, the third time he gave me a bag of candy, he was like, "I've definitely seen you before." But
so how was your experience this time, though?
This time?
Yeah, being older, going to something like that.
It wasn't a lot of candy. I didn't really want a lot of candy. I seen a lot of little kids running around. It made me happy that they was having an experience like that. Yeah. I was like real in my head for the most part, just thinking about like, wow, like this is what a real pumpkin patch is, not one of those corner store pumpkin patches.
Yeah.
Corner store.
One of those bodega pumpkin patches. So I know you said you dressed up a lot. What was your most embarrassing Halloween costume?
Embarrassing? I don't think any costume is embarrassing on Halloween. A costume is a costume.
A costume is a costume?
Yeah.
Well, what is one you just don't look as much fondly on as another?
I did the cat, of course. I think that was a little played out, but probably the green dragon when I was little, because I wore it like at least 5 times that I can recall when I was like really little. So, and I have some bad memories in that costume. So I think that's probably the one.
What about you? Any embarrassing costumes?
I think when I was in 4th grade, I dressed up as Hannah Montana. Pretty embarrassing.
That's a vote for.
I remember I only dressed up one time in elementary school, even though all those times I went to the pumpkin patch. Only dressed up one time, and I dressed up as a prisoner. Yeah, all the teachers was like, I don't think that was the right one. I don't really think that was it. I don't really see what your parents was going for with that one.
And we used to have like, you couldn't wear a mask to school. At least when I was in school, like we couldn't wear like costumes that had masks. We couldn't have weapons and all that.
Like I had like a real dramatic prisoner one. Like it was black and white stripes, like the ones you see in the cartoons.
It was like this one. It was real.
Chill.
It was real.
Chill. It was like, yeah. What is the worst candy to receive? Candy corn.
Of course. I was going to agree with you wholeheartedly.
I hate candy. You like candy corn?
It's an acquired taste.
What? One of the production people said they like it. You like candy corn?
It's a Hite.
What?
Okay.
It's not terrible, though.
Okay.
Candy corn.
You should try it.
Tastes like nothing.
In here on camera.
Candy corn is disgusting.
I don't even know what it tastes like, to be honest.
Disgusting.
I can't describe what it tastes like, but it's gross.
Candy corn. Disgusting. It's nothing else to describe it. It's just bad.
Cute.
I don't see how you see a little kid. Like, walk with me right quick. I don't see how you see a little kid knock on your door, right? Bang, 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 right? And you look at this little kid in the face and say, "Here, candy corn."
I think older people like it. That's all. Like, not to come for older people and their tastes, but it just seems like the only people I really see eating candy corn is people who are like,
You know what it tastes
my
like?
parents or grandparents.
You know when you were in elementary school and you had like the fat pink eraser?
That's what it tastes like.
The
You
way
tasted
the
that?
way that smells is
Yeah.
how that food
Okay.
tastes.
Yeah. I can definitely get down with that. The big block eraser. Y'all know what we talking about.
The way that smells is how candy corn tastes.
I mean, we're not coming for candy corn eaters so deeply though. To each his own.
No.
But
No.
what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
What my favorite candy?
Yeah.
I so usually get chocolate, but I've never really been a big chocolate person. But even looking in here, my favorite was always Reese's. I really love Reese's, and I like Snickers. But besides that, you can tell I like peanut butter, nuts, all that stuff. But like I don't really like chocolate like that. What about you?
Okay. I always love the Krabby Patties. I used to like the Krabby Patties, like the SpongeBob Krabby Patties, the gummies, cause those ones was good. And I felt like they probably all tasted the same, really. But in my head, I don't know if y'all felt like each color tasted different, or am I tripping? Maybe I don't know.
Placebo.
Yeah, it was all in my mind. But yeah, that's my favorite. I'm a gummy person when it comes to candy.
Yeah, now that you
about
say
you?
that, I love that.
What about you, Kayla?
I'm not really a big candy person, but like Ann, I like Reese's. I like anything with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh. I'm a horror movie fanatic. Horror is my
Fanatic.
favorite genre. So it's levels to it. So if we were to go way back, I would say like an iconic one, Nightmare on Elm Street.
The first one? That's
The series as a whole, like
Okay.
the storyline. Oh, maybe not the new one, but the older one,
Mhm.
So, and then after that, on a more kid-friendly level, Corpse Bride and Beetlejuice was really good to me. And then, like, now I would say Insidious is probably the last, like, good horror movie series. That and maybe The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. So nobody wants to watch scary movies with me. So I don't want to watch these by myself. So, not that I'm scared to watch it, but it's just I don't like watching movies by myself.
We
Sometimes.
can have a scary movie bear paw at night.
Scary. That's lit. I like that. What about you? What's your favorite Halloween movies?
Well, I don't really like scary movies. I'm not even going to cap. Like, it's hard for me to watch them because I'll be scared for like a month straight on everything. But I would say like when it comes to like Disney or like kid related, I would probably say Hocus Pocus.
Yes. I knew you was going to say that.
Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus was a very
saw-
good
I tried to watch Hocus Pocus. I know they just made a second one. I tried to watch the first Hocus Pocus, and I just could not get into it. I think I'm just too old. I should have watched it as a kid.
You also said you
Probably.
never went trick-or-treating, right?
Yes.
So maybe it's because of your Halloween experiences that you can't really relate to it.
Right.
So, like I said, I am willing to take you. We can go trick-or-treating if you want to, and then try and rewatch the movie, and maybe you can really, like, resonate with it a little bit better. If you want to, but, just putting it out there again.
That seems like a very crazy episode of a sitcom. Just a grown man trying to like get his childhood experiences back. Like I went to prison or something.
But it's not that deep,
No, it's always that deep. How would y'all just rate Halloween and part of just like holidays period?
I would say probably like.
Because I love this time of the year personally. 7?
Yeah, I would say a 7.
Out of 10?
Yes.
Ooh. It's like an 8.5.
Mine's always a 10. October is the best month for the year. My birthday's on October. The best holidays on October. Just gotta love it.
Okay, Scorpio, right?
Libra.
Ooh, my bad. Sorry, Libras out there.
But once again, it is your host Antonio Mann back with your co-host
Bree. You can follow me on IG at b.bre33. See y'all next time.
and I'm also here with our subject matter expert. Say your name.
Kayla, and you can follow me on Instagram, BHARBIE Kayla.
Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, all that good jazz. SWAVEBABY. I will be on those. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Ooh. Like and subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you're watching the video version of this podcast, please make sure to like and share. If you're listening if you're listening to this podcast or anywhere you listen to podcasts on, we will be back.
Oh
my God, it's Scooter. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's Scooter. Are we on a sitcom?
Yes. This is my costume, you guys. 90s sitcom character. My name's Scooter.
Talk to us. What you got to say?
You know, you guys, I've been having a pretty groove-tacular day, you feel me? So,
Just solving some mysteries?
Nah, not solving no mysteries. We're not that type of characters. But, you know, just got out of class, man. I was saved by the bell.
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, man, just in time.
Just in time.
Just in time.
I think you should just keep naming sitcoms.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we have a full house in here because, you know, family matters. Hello, ladies and germs. It is your boy Scooter. I am a 90s stereotypical character from whichever 90s show you like. Family Matters, Saved by the Bell, Full House, any one of those two. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been, you know, a nice little ride, and I figured I'd come by and show these guys my little outfit. Was going to do the little horns, but this was a little bit more natural. You dig what I'm saying? Being as though that I'm a 90s baby. Can I get a good cheer for all the 90s babies in the crowd tonight? Yes, sir. And you know all the 2000s babies, once they get out of training pants, they'll be able to join us. So, anyways, like I was saying, y'all, it's been a good time. And, you know, I'll catch y'all in yesteryear. YK20, YK2000, YK2K? What is it? I'm too old. I'm too young. Too old. Too young. Young? Old? I don't know anymore. What's up? All right. So, like I said, y'all, nice to see y'all again. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed my little idiotic banter. Just came in to show y'all really my outfit because I worked really hard on it and I wanted to show it off. So yeah, bro, you guys, it's been the Bear Pod. It's been a very 90s episode of Bear Pod, and I'll catch you guys later. About to go hop in my 98 Impala.